Lawang Agung Al Jamal Pasebaning Sun. Lair batin wis gambuh ing jiwaning sun. Warok waskita amulat jagat gumulung. Pono awas andulu jagat gumelar. Gusti wis sampurna jiwa lan raga. Kukuh jatine manungsa. Bakuh bumi Ponorogo.
Anggone oleh pekerja wadah budaya Reyog Ponorogo. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Fadila Intanur Asifah and I am Sinta Erisma Faturahmah. We are from Mandua, Ponorogo. In this video, we will explain our research. The title is A Case Study of Monthly Reyog Art Performance on the Economic Sector of Ponorogo Society.
The government's pillars of national development continues to seek to expand the tourism sector, since it is thought that it will boost the national economy.
Reyog is an art performance from Ponorogo City which is a medium to introducing regional culture on national and international level. In July 2019, the Ponorogo City government established policy requiring all villages in Ponorogo City to hold Reyog art performance at the same time on 11th of every month, with the main purpose for developing and preserving Reyog Ponorogo. This research used descriptive quantitative reinforced by qualitative methods. The descriptive method is used to provide information about the procedure of monthly Reyog art performance. The qualitative method is used to present the data from the interview with stakeholders, and the quantitative method is used to analyze questionnaire data. This research was conducted in 8 villages, that is the village of Gelanglor, Serangan, Gegeran, Lengkong, Sukoharjo, Gulan, Bangunrejo, and Kalimarang, which are in Sukoharjo District, Ponorogo City, which were carried out from July to October 2020.
Based on interview with stakeholder Reyog performance every 11 is carried out by every village in the Ponorogo region from 14 o'clock to completion. The performance artists emerged from the group village Reyog so that was able to optimize human research. Reyog had time been stopped for the COVID-19 pandemic, and after the Indonesia government implementing policies on Indonesia condition as a new normal, Reyog performance every 11 began to be held again July 2020.
In this research, we distribute questionnaire to 20 traders, 100 audience, 40 Reyog artists, 20 Reyog craftsmen, and 8 head of Paguyuban Reyog group.
Our data collection technique we do by sharing questionnaires offline and online with short form apps and Google Forms. Then we do tests of validity and reliability on a number of questionnaires which has been filled in by the respondent. The formula we use is as follows.
After testing the validity and reliability of the questionnaire question, several valid and reliable questions were obtained, including questions for traders number 3, 8, and 9, questions for audience number 4, 6, and 11, questionnaire for Reyog artists number 5 and 7, and questionnaire for Reyog craftsmen number 3, 6, and 11.
Regression result on Reyog artists by 14.3% and the remaining 86.7% affected by other factors. Low influence relationship can cause that some are due to local village working with schools, so in the Reyog artists don't get paid. Another factor of such lack of influence is that some respondents to Reyog artists claim that being a Reyog is not their permanent occupation. And for regression to Reyog craftsmen's earnings of 76.9 and 23.1 affected by other factors. Of the four regressions, it can be concluded that Reyog performance every 11 has the greatest influence on Reyog craftsman's earning. However, it does not match the percentage of respondent questionnaire who claim that they assume that the most benefit purchase are traders. The respondent assume this is because at the time of the Reyog performance every 11 of the most striking economic contribution by traders. The percentage of economic contribution in the respondent is found at the following table. From such a percentage, it could be concluded that each of the respondents had economic involvement in Reyog performance every 11.
Then, based on this research, we conclude that first, the money Reyog performance policy every 11 is a new policy in the government order to the 26th Ponorogo region, Mr. Ipong Mulisoni, which is in its implementation is held in every village in Ponorogo city. Second, performance policy doesn't affect the expense, so it can be concluded that with the policy of monthly Reyog at performance, the Reyog craftsmen are the most benefit. While for the audience, even though they are the output party, there is no influence in their expenditure, so that the monthly Reyog performance doesn't have a negative connotation to the audience economy. Third, the community always assume that the monthly Reyog art performance, the most beneficiary is trader with a percentage of 50%. This is not accordant with the regression test, which show that the greatest influence is experienced by Reyog craftsmen of the 76.9%.
And future work follows.
Thank you for your attention.